Sometimes we need to analyze data that's stored in separate matrices. Like here, we have 3 matrices of pollution data that we need to combine if we want to find daily averages or weekly trends. How do we combine these data sets into one matrix of readings for the entire week? Let's start with just the weekday readings. We need to combine our morning and afternoon data so that the readings for an entire weekday are in each column. This process is called concatenation. We concatenate matrices using the same syntax that we use to create matrices. The square brackets are the concatenation operator. They glue together the things that you put between them. Here, because the data sets are positioned top to bottom, we use a semicolon to separate them. That way, the 2 matrices get combined vertically, just like when we create a column vector. Now let's have a look at the weekend data. We want to add the 2 weekend columns onto the end of the matrix of weekday data, combining the matrices side by side. As you may have guessed, we concatenate them horizontally, using square brackets to enclose the matrices and separating them by a space or comma, just like when we create a row vector. What if we tried to combine our morning weekday readings with our weekend readings? Can you spot the problem? To concatenate horizontally, they would need to have the same number of rows. And to concatenate vertically, they need to have the same number of columns. Since these 2 matrices don't have the same number of rows or columns, there's no rectangular matrix that could result from concatenation, so we get an error. The error message says the matrices have inconsistent dimensions, which means that depending on whether you're doing horizontal or vertical concatenation, either the number of rows or the number of columns doesn't match. If you get this error, check that the dimensions are consistent, and that you've used a semicolon for vertical concatenation or a space or comma for horizontal concatenation.